There we go. Alright, let's do this shit again one more time. Alrighty, well, it's another Anthony D&D day. So today we're going to go on a ride, and I think I found a motorcycle shop that is open on Sunday. I kind of just want to go check it out and see if there's like a place that I can take my bike that, you know, I'm just more interested in. I don't really like the motorcycle shops close to the house. So we're gonna go check out this new place, see if I like them, see if they got some cool people. Yeah, other than that, we're gonna do a quick ride over there. It's about 26 minutes, not too crazy. I know in my last video I purchased a few new mods for my bike. One of those being a rear subcage. Yeah, I ended up taking the rear subcage off because it just doesn't, the weight distribution isn't correct. So with my Impact Tech, I got an extra maybe 45 pounds in the front, and I figured with the rear subcage it kind of evened it out a little bit for my suspension's sake. But for whatever reason, with the rear subcage, I end up having a lot of drift when I'm going side to side. And that's definitely something that you don't want to have when you're riding. I mean, that plus it's also just kind of a shitty subcage. You know, I bought it for $120. Hopefully nobody bought it. But I'll be taking that back today for sure. It might be something that I look at purchasing again in the future, but honestly, I don't necessarily want it or need it. I just got it because I thought it would help distribute the weight a little bit better. And after having it for a few days and realizing it did not, now I guess it's gonna get sent back. But in other news, I should be tearing my bike down within the next week or so to send it off to paint, so that'll be pretty cool. I just won't be able to ride for a week or so. Let's talk mods. So when I originally purchased this bike, it had a few things already done to it, nothing major by any means. It had a cheap $20 windscreen that I have hence replaced. It also had the full system Akrapovic exhaust, which I absolutely adore. I'll insert a clip of that, you know, probably here. That way you guys can hear what that sounds like. I mean, you can hear it now, but I would rather you hear it without muffled audio. So anyway, the full system exhaust was pretty cool. It's about $1,200 add-on. Other than that, it was completely stock. So since then, I've added quite a few things that I think make the bike better, at least for me anyway. One of those things being these bar end mirrors. I originally tried a cheapo set off Amazon for $25, and no matter what I did, I could not get the mirrors to stay upright and stay in place. So just constantly I'd be sitting over here, adjusting, and then at one point it somehow got screwed on tight enough to pin my throttle. So after that, I literally just tore them off and threw them to the side of the road at one point. It was either that or crash on a freeway. So yeah, but these beers I think I also bought from Amazon. They were, I think, $50 for the set. And since I've had them, I haven't had to readjust them or anything along that nature. These things are solid. I absolutely love how solid these things are. They're worth every penny I paid for them. Definitely a good mod. One downside to that though is because it takes up that bar and mirror spot, like this spot here, I can't actually put any other mods on my handlebars right there. That's kind of the downside with bar and mirrors, because what I would like to do is have like the fender or the clutch and brake lever guards. I think that's kind of a cool idea. Plus, since I ride my bike to work a lot, it'd be kind of nice not to have to, you know, worry about my hands, and kind of help redirect some of that wind and keep your hands a little bit warmer. I mean, obviously there's other ways around that. You can get heated gloves and all that, but I really like having just thin, easy for me to move around gloves. I really like to feel what I'm doing. Let's see, next thing, we have the steering dampener. That was one of the newer things I've added to the bike, and that's definitely a must need. Now, what's interesting is the 2020 MT-09, the one that I have, it's pure raw power. There's almost zero rider control aids. And because of that, you get in situations where like the front wheel might come up, or you might slip on the back tire, and you don't want to get in a sketchy situation. And you know, a lot of people will buy mods to kind of counteract those things. Instead of a digital rider control aid, it's a physical rider control aid. So if I'm over 80 miles an hour on the freeway and I hit a pothole, instead of doing this whole like death wobble, it will kind of help stabilize that and prevent the bike from doing it. It also doubles as what I call a wheelie control aid. So if I'm doing a clutch up wheelie, or if I just mash the throttle in first or second, third gear, and the front wheel comes up, then I will be able to bring it back down without getting a death wobble that way. This mod was also on Amazon. I got the kit, and I want to say I paid like $75 or $80 for the kit. Super easy installation, but I'm not a fan. I'm actually going to pull it off today and see if I can adjust it a little bit. I'm not really a fan of this wiggle. I'm sure you can see this right here. Like, it works fine. Everything works fine on it. I just don't like how loose that is. And in one of the previous videos, the bike night videos, I met a guy there who got the same bike, same kit, and his is doing the same thing. And again, it's not a big deal because it still works. I just, my OCD and ADD get really annoyed with that thing flopping around a little bit. So I'm going to pull it off today and see if there's not like a screw or something down there that I can try to tighten and see if it might firm this up a little bit. But that is definitely one of those must-have mods if you have a MT-09 or FZ-09. Just wanted to do a quick update on the steering dampener. So if you remove this bolt here and this one, pull it out, right in between this little circle here, there's another bolt that helps stop it from wiggling. So it's no longer got a wiggle, and we're all good in that department. The new ones, the 2022, the one that Volatile has, really I don't see a need for it. I don't know if it has inner dampening, but he's never really been in the position or felt the need for it. But this bike being a 2020 just monster trying to kill you all the time, it's definitely needed. So I'm sure I'll update you guys on that if I can actually figure that out. If not, I'll probably end up biting the bullet and spending a little bit more money on getting a better one. And we'll go from there to see if it'll work for me. It's just one of those things. It's a safety mod, really. But moving on from that, let's stay on the handlebars. These ASV levers, these are some of the highest rated levers you can buy. And I know a lot of people are like, hey dude, you can just go on Amazon and get a pair of levers for $40, $50. Well, here's the problem. Levers are one of the items on a motorcycle that I would refer to as a crucial operating part. Meaning, without a lever, or if your lever fails, you're in a shit situation. And there have been plenty of stories and plenty of instances where I've known riders who have had a leather break or some weird fucking issue go wrong, and then next thing you know, they're over here on the side hitting a palm tree, you know what I mean? So, out of all the things that you could sit and save some money on, levers would not be one of them. I think I paid probably, I think they were $100 each, so that might be a $200 mod. But again, it's one of those mods that's worth every penny, and every single time I get on my bike, I feel like I have complete, utter control. Let's go ahead and pass this guy. Woo! We gotta have some fun, right? Yeah, that was totally illegal, passing on a passing side, so that was cool. Yeah, so these levers are adjustable, so you can bring the lever forward or back. So another cool thing about that too is if your clutch cable is kind of towards the end of its life, you can set the lever to a little bit higher, so you have a little bit more movability with the clutch. Ooh, beautiful car. So that's definitely a mod that I was really happy to get. It was legitimately the first mod I got. Because when I picked up this motorcycle, everything looked fine. I want to say it had like just under 3,000 miles on it. The clutch lever was bent, and that's kind of a sign that somebody either dropped it or they trailered the bike wrong. So that was definitely the first mod that I did to the bike. Let's see. Next on our mod list, it's not really a mod, but it's still something I would consider to be essential, is this phone mount. So this phone mount is a quad lock, and the way it works is you have a phone case that you would purchase from Quad Lock, and it has this little adapter piece on the back, so you could just put it on, twist it. I know almost everybody who's been around bikes or seen a bike or used a bike at any point in time has used Quad Lock. They have a lot of cool options. So you can go between just the standard one, where it's just a little push button you twist. They also have a vibration dampener that you can get for it if you have an iPhone, which I don't have it, but I also have Apple Care, so in the end of the day, I don't really care. The dampener would actually be more expensive than getting my fucking camera fixed. And it's not something I've had an issue with yet. But the other piece on the Quad Lock that I have is it's a wireless charging mount, and it's just a little adapter piece that goes in between the mount itself and your phone, and it'll clip into that. And so when I want to, like if I'm out on a long ride and my phone's getting close to dead, like just dead, I can plug it in and charge it off the battery. And it's nice because I don't have to worry about cables or anything like that, because it's always plugged in. I just twist it on and it will just start charging. That is, I am terrible with directions, so any type of phone mount, doesn't matter which kind you get, you just need to get something. It's one of those mods similar to the levers where I recommend spending more money than not on, because if you want to be on a ride and have like one of those ram mounts, which I don't recommend, you're going like 90, breaking the speed limit, and then your phone just flies off and hits somebody in the face. I have seen that before, and I would recommend not buying something like that. Definitely stick to quad lock, and God, there's one more, rock form. Stick to quad lock and rock form. Those are the two that nobody that I know has ever had problems with. So, alright, we're coming up to this red light. We got about 9 minutes until we get there. Is this shop supposed to be more secondhand motorcycles? So I'm kind of hoping to see some cool shit there. But we'll see how that goes. Moving on down the list of mods, I have the impact cage, which I talk about a lot. I'll actually put their website down below, and some pictures of the cage there. It's probably one of my favorite mods. You either hate it or you love it. It adds a lot of weight to your bike, and it adds a lot of like distance over here. So it's one of those 50-50 mods. People either like it or hate it. But we just had a guy crash the other day at the bike night, and he had the exact same cage that I do, and he had very minimal damage on his bike. And that's exactly why I bought it. So if nothing else, I don't care what it looks like, I don't care what you think it looks like, it's gonna save my ass in a crash. So that's definitely one of my favorite mods. Let's see, gosh, what else do I have? I don't really have that many more mods. I mean, I do have aftermarket churn signals, which are kind of cool, these guys here, because when I'm not actually churning, they're just idle blue. That's definitely a cool mod. These tank grips got off Amazon, specific MT09 ones. It's the second time I purchased those tank grips. The first time I was out riding in Texas, and I want to say it was like 110 degrees outside, and they just like melted off my bike, like the adhesive. But the reason why I purchased them again is, one, it's pretty rare for, you know, they lasted me almost a full year. It's pretty rare that you're going to be in that high of a temperature, you know, consistently, and the bike was outside in that temperature consistently. So I don't, that's not their problem. That is definitely a Texas issue. But the reason why I bought them again is they're beautiful, they're thick, they work for what I need them to, and the adhesive is very easy just to pull off. So even though I had that problem in Texas, I could pull them off, and they were good to go right after that. So it sucks though, because I just put them on, and I will be pulling them off to get the tank painted. So that's definitely not ideal. Obviously I have the rear fender delete. It's a nice mod, kind of cleans up everything. I also have the brake reservoir delete, so I could take off my rear passenger pegs because I don't really need those. This is one of the worst bikes to carry a passenger on anyway, because it wants to flip up. This bike is very twitchy, so just to get rid of the temptation, I took off the rear foot pegs. But other than that, I think that's all the mods that I have on here right now. I'm definitely gonna have, I will definitely be adding more. But in reality, I'm kind of close to the end of my build. So I'm thinking maybe new, like different handlebars, like pro tapers. get the bike painted, and I think that's about it. I might get some rear crash protection of some kind, because I don't really like the back being naked. So like if I get in a crash, the front of my bike is going to be completely fine, but the back, you know, I'm going to have some damage back there. So I'll probably get some like spool protectors or something in lieu of the rear subcage. So I don't know. So that's my mod list. I know Volatile still has to make a video on his mod list. He doesn't have a lot of mods right now. And the simple truth behind that is there's just not really any mods for his bike yet. It's a 2022, and we just got the rear fender delete and his exhaust. So he's near the very beginning of his bike build, that's for sure. Well, so this motorcycle dealership's kind of way out here. What does that say? Stone Creek? Oh, Rancho Cordova. That's all the way out in Rancho Cordova. I don't think I've ever been out here. Oh, this is Sunrise Boulevard. Yeah, I have a few clients out in this area. But I'm interested to see what dealership is open on a Sunday. There's a fun fact in Texas, you actually can't purchase a vehicle on Sundays. It's illegal. Well, I don't know what the stipulation is. I'm pretty sure it's illegal to sell things on Sundays. Things meaning like houses, cars, shit like that. Oh yeah, one last mod. These little screws to cover up the hole from where my old mirrors were. Although I don't like that this one is silver, so I need to pull that out, put a little black paint on there. That way it looks like that and it's clean. But I would just love to get the Pro Taper black bars. Even if it does kind of bring my riding position down a little bit, I just want it to be all uniform, you know, kind of black, easy colors to like pair with. Alright, so wow, so we got luxury motors. Ooh, is that the Lamborghini? Yeah, that's the Lamborghini SUV. That's kind of cool. Alright, let's see here. 2 minutes away. Got a lot of dealerships around here. It might be fun to go check out some of their cars and stuff they got. Let's see, I'll be turning left at this light. Yeah, this is kind of cool. It looks like they've remodeled this in the last century. God, I hope that I can actually trigger this sensor. Ooh, Napa. Okay, so it should be to the right. Let's see if there's actually something here. Okay, so what the fuck is this? This is... You know what, dude? I've totally been here before and I couldn't find it last time I came. This might be one of those things that I have to, like, pull over and try to find. I don't really know... If it's still on Google, you think it would still be here. It's just gonna piss me off, though, if I can't find this place. Because I drove all the way out here. says it's right here. I wonder if there's, oh, here it is. Oh shit, I actually found it. Awesome. Alrighty, so that place was pretty cool. They deal with a lot of secondhand bikes. The only problem I had with them is a lot of their bikes are consignment, so you really have no idea what the fuck you're buying. But it was kind of cool. He offered to let me test drive one of the KTMs, and I really want to get a KTM because I'd love to solo bike instead of car. But all of them were kind of old, dropped a few times, scratches, shit like that. And like, if I'm gonna do it, I'd rather buy a new one. But yeah, it was just kind of a cool shop. So we'll start heading home and see where the road takes us, I guess. But yeah, like I don't understand why you have like an R6, right, with what I would argue to say is a fuckload of miles, like 10,000, 15,000, and you know damn well what people are doing on R6s. Let's try to get a wheelie here. Well, I got it up a little bit. That's something I gotta work on. I want to learn how to do that. Anyway, I don't understand why you're just gonna sell an R6 with just a metric fuck ton of miles for stupid expensive. But yeah, they're definitely trying to make a quick buck, so. Anyway, sorry about that. I had somebody call me on my phone. But as I was saying, I really don't understand why you're gonna get a bike with like 69,000 miles on it and try to sell it for 5,000 under sticker price, you know? It doesn't make sense to me. But it at least gave me a chance to sit on the bike, see what I'm kind of gonna be looking for as far as a commuter bike. Because I can definitely commute on this bike. I just prefer something that I feel comfortable riding in like the rain and weather and shit. So I'm kind of in between the 1290, the 1190, and the 890 or 850, whatever it is. But that's definitely not something that I'm going to be doing anytime soon, so it's not a main concern. But I don't know, it was kind of cool checking out. They don't really have a shop there, and I don't really think I would trust anybody there to work on my bike. One of the KTMs I looked at looked like it just had a whole bunch of grease and shit on it. Like they were trying to wipe it down, make it look better. Which is all fine and dandy, but when you do that and you touch a bike and it's sticky, like come on, dude. No class, so. Well, anyway, that's where I was at with that motorcycle shop. Looks like we're going to be stuck using Elk Grove and PCP Motorsports for our stuff for now. I really kind of wanted to find more of a mom and pop place to get my bike worked on, but I guess we got to hang out with the big guys. There's a KTM shop in Roseville that I wouldn't mind checking out if it was open. There's a Yamaha dealership that I'd love to go by and check out at some point. Of course, since it's Sunday, that's not really something that I could do today, but I don't know. The quest for a good shop to take your shit and get it worked on continues. Is that a dog park? What the fuck? Oh, fuck. Sorry, I'm just kind of fucking around now because I don't know what else to talk about. I just found a dog park that looks kind of cool. I guess I'm not quite done. Ooh, that's a little tiny village. Oh, that's super cute. Oh, that's dope. Look at that. It's a little tiny village for like kids and shit. That's awesome. Alright, let's check out this dog park. Is this a dog park or a dog shelter? Oh, spay neuter clinic. So this is a... Oh, it's a shelter of some kind. Where are we? Oh, Bradshaw Road. I'll take a screenshot of this. That's super cool though. They have a little tiny city over there. I guess in a way I'm also kind of looking for spots to practice wheelies. I don't know why the fuck you'd be like just parked on the side of the road, but... Let me give one shot right here. So this is definitely not conducive, this road here. If it ever straightened out, I'd try it one more time, but okay, we might get a little bit of shot right here. Haha, there we go. Alright, let's do this shit again one more time. Yes, I can wheelie. I'm learning. I'm a fucking learning. Oh my god, that's so fucking scary. Oh my god.